guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do a super 90s supermodel-esque makeup and I'm really excited about it. And this whole tutorial was inspired by this foundation, which I'm so happy to say is partly sponsoring this video. Thank you very much, By Terry. This is the By Terry Hyaluronic Hydra Foundation. It is unlike anything that I've used before, but I have been pretty obsessed with it because it is really versatile. It is really skin-like. You'll see why. But yeah, I'm really excited to say that By Terry are sponsoring part of this video, so thank you so much. So I've already done my skincare and I've prepped my skin and moisturised and everything. And the first product we're going to go in with is the By Terry Hyaluronic Hydra Primer. It goes obviously with the foundation and it also goes with the next product that I'm going to use. I'll explain it. These work really well together and it is the most interesting texture. So the primer itself is actually a matte primer, but it's got hyaluronic acid in it, which if you don't know what that is, it's what they call it, nature's moisture magnet. And when you rub it in, it honestly feels cooling, honestly like a glass of water for your skin. It smooths out the appearance of your skin and it gives a matte finish. It's so bizarre, but it works. And all of these products that I'm going to use for my base, the By Terry Hyaluronic collection, if you will, it's all like skincare. So it's good for your skin as well, but you'll see what I mean about the skin-like finish. This look was also inspired by my hair. I've been getting so many comments lately from you guys saying that I look like Rachel Green circa Friends or something sometimes with the style of my hair. Okay, so we're all primed and now the next step is our foundation. So what I'm going to do is take my foundation, the Hyaluronic Hydra Foundation. What you can do with it, if you want a really sheer coverage one day, you can just use one drop, mix it with your moisturiser or your primer, or you can do what I'm about to do, which I really like. I'm going to take the By Terry Brightening CC Serum. I actually started using this ages ago when Lydia Millen's box with Cult Beauty came out. I don't know if you guys remember, but Lydia did a box with Cult Beauty and she is obsessed with this serum. But what I love to do is get a couple of pumps of that on the back of my hand so you can see it's got a bit of a tan colour to it, and I'm going to shake my foundation, and this comes like a dropper bottle, so I'm going to pick up the dropper and I'm actually going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drops of the foundation. I'm going to grab a foundation brush, I'm going to mix that on the back of my hand and I'm just going to apply all over. Honestly, it is so interesting to me because the foundation like changes. It goes on your skin, it perfects the skin, and then it settles down into a kind of satin skin-like finish and you can't tell you're wearing any makeup. So again, the foundation's got hyaluronic acid in it as well, so it's got the skincare benefits of a skincare item, but it's actually your foundation. Like look, can you see my skin is just starting to look better? I do not understand it. So the hyaluronic acid in it is plumping my skin, it's hydrating my skin, and it's kind of blurring any imperfections. Obviously you've got your kind of pigment in there as well, which is your foundation colour. It's also got an SPF 30 in it. Like, doesn't that just look natural? And obviously I don't have anything else on my face yet, so it's a bit of a kind of one colour idea, but wait until I'm finished. You're gonna be shook. Science behind it is called the Skin Fit technology, which makes it feel like skincare. So it literally doesn't feel like I've got any makeup on at all. It's nuts. And then the CC serum that I've mixed in is going to give me more hydration and more radiance, and it's also kind of colour correcting as well. So when you're mixing both of the products together, you're getting both of the benefits from each product. So it's definitely not a full coverage, but that's not what I was looking for anyway. I'm going to go in with concealer now. This is the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Concealer in 3N. And I'm only going to use a little bit. My whole kind of idea with this video was in the kind of 90s. I asked my mum actually. I asked her what she would do with her makeup and she was like, well, we used to just chuck it on, honestly. But it always looked so gorgeous and really cool, and she was like, well, I just used concealer on the areas that I needed, like no like big lines and triangles like we do now, although I'm going to cover up my chin. And she just said it was really quick. She just said as well, like the tools, they didn't have as good brushes and things, so they would do a lot with their fingers. Obviously I'm using a brush for my base. And also it was quite monochromatic. She just loved browns, she said. She loved a brown lip liner, brown eyes. And it just looked like skin. Nothing ever looked super heavy. So that's why I'm using hardly any concealer under my eyes, just to brighten up a little bit. I remember about a month ago there was a video style floating around that was doing my makeup like the movies, like you can't see anything on. Raw Beauty Christie I think started it. Honestly, if anyone was to do that, they should use this foundation because it doesn't look like I've got anything on. It's bizarre. For the next step, I am really excited about this. I am going to use, who did I see doing this? Was it Lydia again? I think I saw Lydia Millen doing this. But this is the By Terry Hyaluronic Hydra Powder. This is the tinted Hydra Powder. And this is the shade 500 Medium Dark. My foundation shade, just to let you know, was 500N. I'm going to go in with the Hyaluronic Hydra Powder and a kind of blusher brush. I'm going to take some of that, dust it off in the lid, and we're going to use this to bronze and wait until you see how amazing it is. I'm just going to use a little bit at a time, just to bronze, and I'm not super contouring my face or anything because again, I'm trying to be quite true to the era. And look at that, for a natural bronze. Woo! I'm gonna just go kind of around my hairline, just like normal, honestly. And I don't know what it is, but it literally gives you the most perfect natural bronze. It's just like the foundation, you can't really see that you've got anything on. See if you really are just wanting to look proper girl next door, if you're on the go as well, these products you can chuck them on and you can't really go wrong with them. This base makeup is so perfect for day to day. While I'm here, I'm going to go in with my blusher. This is NARS blusher in Savage and it's super dark. If you look, it's like a really, really dark copper. A tiny little touch of that on my cheeks. I'm going to now go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Beauty Light Wand. It kind of went viral a little while ago, but this is it. And I'm literally going to go bam, 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 3 little dots. Because again, back then, they really didn't go ham with the highlight, if at all. But I do just want a little bit of luminosity for my skin. See, just that, and it's cream. It's a cream product as well, so it does, again, look just like skin. And it goes on top of the foundation, no problem. I just think this is such easy products to use. A wee bit on my nose. And I'm just tapping it out with my fingers. And if you feel like you're being too heavy-handed with your fingers, using this bit of your hand's amazing. I don't know what it is. It's almost like it's like your God-given beauty blenders. Okay, for eyes, will it zoom you in? Yes, I will zoom you in. There you go, there's your first look at the skin. Tell me that doesn't just look like my flipping skin. Extraordinary. Okay, so for the 90s style brows and eyes, I think the brows are really important, so I'm actually going to pull up a picture. I do this all the time, by the way. If I'm not sure and I feel like doing a certain type of look or a certain era, I'll just Google it. I'm going to go for the whole model brow thing though. Ignore the thin brow trend, it didn't happen for me. So I'm going to do more kind of like a bushy brow, kind of like a Cindy Crawford brow. So it's kind of like, almost like quite blocky in colour. I'm just using Benefit Ka-Brow in number 3 and the Benefit Angle brush. I just really like it, it's got a nice firm brush on it. I can really get in and about my brow hairs. Also not super arched, they're kind of straighter. And I'm going to drop the front of the brow and I'm going to bring that product right through. They're kind of like the brows I do every day, but a bit softer maybe. And then I use the spoolie on the end of the brush just to brush that product through. And there's no harsh lines here. I've not done a proper strong ombre brow or anything. I've just coloured them in pretty much. And I've really used the spoolie to feather the product out. Now I'm going to go in with the 24-hour brow setter by Benefit as well, and we're just going to use this to comb through the brows, give them a nice kind of groomed look. And you can also use this product to make your hairs stand up at the front, kind of like laminated brows, but you can see it just makes them super fluffy. Whoa, I got thick brows. This is why I don't think I could ever get my eyebrows tattooed, because I like playing around with them too much. I'm going to go in with a tiny little bit of the concealer we used, and I'm going to kind of tidy up just the very front. And by tidy up, I don't even really mean tidy up, I just mean give it a bit more of a definite line, just because the skin around my brows can get a little bit red if I've been like really brushing them through. This just kind of stops any discoloration. You see, it just looks a bit brighter. So now we're at this stage, we're going to do eyes, and I'm going to do my beloved brown liner. So this is the Benefit Roller Liner in brown, and we're going to start off by doing a really subtle wing, and we're not going to do anything on the lid just yet. We're just going to do our wing, start at the very end of the lashes. And then I literally just went like this to kind of fade it in a little bit. And then for the eyes, on the actual lid, and the reason I did this last is just because it makes it kind of blend in a little bit better, I think. This is the By Terry Ombre Black Star in the shade Bronze Moon number 4, and it's just a really nice bronze, but it's a kind of darker look. You can see it's not super golden, which I really like, and I just draw it on. I'm going to use my finger just to pat it out, even with nails. Look at that. And it just gives a little tiny bit more dimension on the lid. Again on the other eye. Such a nice colour. And I actually tested this makeup out yesterday. I did this exact look and I went through to my mum and dad. I was like, do you think I look quite 90s? And they both said totally, especially the base, because it wasn't my usual super high coverage or whatever. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the Nudestix Magnetic Matte Eye Colour, and this is in the shade Chocolate. And I'm going to just draw a tiny bit on the end of my eye. And I'm going to use a brush to blend that in, and that's just to give us a tiny bit more of a shadow in our crease. And again, you can just build this up bit by bit. And even though it's cream, once it sets, it is not going anywhere. Just to melt everything together, I'm going back in with the hyaluronic powder and just going right over the crease. Perfect. And then a tiny little bit of dimension under my eye. I'm just going to blend that in with a brush. One of the most important things for this look is tons of mascara. So I'm going to curl my eyelashes using the Laura Mercier lash curler. While we're here, I'm actually going to tightline my lash line with the Nudestix dark pencil, just to add to the monochromaticness of the look. And then I'm going to spend a little bit of time building up my lashes. So this is the Bambi Eye False Lash in Extra Black. And when you take your time with this mascara, it is so amazing. So we want big, chunky lashes. Right, look at that. Looks like I'm wearing false eyelashes. And then I'm going to do the same on my bottom lashes, just taking my time to get them nice and big. And this eye look is pretty inspired by a picture I saw of Cindy Crawford actually. I'll pop it here. I just think she's so beautiful. Honestly, one of my muses for sure. I always thought that in the 90s they didn't wear as much eye makeup, but she actually's got like a proper smoky eye on the go. It's almost like a big brown pencil that's just been smudged out, but I really, really like it. I'm probably going to go in with more mascara, but I thought we would do the next step, which is so important for this look. It's hilarious. And it is the beauty marks. I've got a few beauty marks on my face anyway, but I've got one here that I always do, my freckle. But I'm going to add another one here. And you know what's so funny and really annoying? My mum actually has one, a natural one. I'm going to do it about here. And I actually kind of do that when I've got spots anyway. Okay, I'm going to zoom you out. Okay, I've taken my lip colour off. Look how pink my lips are. And I'm going to go in with my lip. So I'm going to go for a proper brown liner 90s lip. This is the Makeup Forever pencil in Limitless Brown 608. I'm going to overdraw my top lip. And I'm kind of bringing that lip liner onto the lip. That is too dark. Yeah, that is far too dark. I'm taking that off. Cork's better. Let's do MAC Cork. Much better. Seems to me that there was a limit on that brown. Get it? And I'm actually not going to overdraw my lips too much at all, because lip filler wasn't really a thing in the 90s. Again, I'm just kind of dragging that onto the top lip. And then to finish off the lip, we're going to use the By Terry Lip Expert Shine number 1 Baby Beige. And it is a really comfortable nude. It's got a nice colour to it for a gloss. Pat it out. And then you can almost kind of go in with your lip liner again to get a little bit more colour. Okay, I'm going to fix my hair. I'm going to have to take that freckle off. That's ridiculous. It's too dark. That's better. Okay, so we're going to do a half up, half down. I washed my hair yesterday. Pat on the back to me. I blasted it dry with my JHD Helios, and I just put some oil through it and it just went like this, and I actually don't hate it. I'm going to put my hoops in, These are my favourite hoops in the world. I really just want to add that other freckling because I do think it makes a huge difference. Where would it be? Where would it be? Last thing. White t-shirt and a denim jacket is all you need. And then honestly, my hair, I think this is it. I look 90s, right? I'm very pleased. Very pleased. Do you know, oh my god, do you know who I look like? Brittany Murphy in Clueless. I don't actually look like her, but that is absolutely this style, isn't it? Rolling with the homies. White. I like white. So you guys, I hope you really like this video. Thank you so much to By Terry for sponsoring part of this video. As always, I'll link everything that I use down below. And other than that, I will see you in the next video. Bye! I'm gonna grab a frown. What have I done? I've ruined it. So that's honestly me. For my coverage, I need to wipe my hand. Now for the next step, this is something I was super excited. Shut my door. I have a whole bag of scrunchies. No, that's not true. That's not true. I'm lying to you. Fucking am I? Woo! That's quite good. Ha! No. Yes? Oh god, look how chunky it is. I think with the thick brows I was just looking like an evil stepsister.